You may be in a cycle where you're doing strength cycle, strength cycle, lifting cycle, heavy cycle, back to another cycle. You about to compete in World's Masters, so you training for that. And then you go back on another cycle. You found a new squat cycle, so you want to try that squat cycle. Heavy cycle type cycles. Well, at some point in time, you probably need to switch it up a little bit. Here's what I'm talking about. Now, since the start of this channel about 3 years ago, I've been exclusively doing only Olympic weightlifting, but I originally started out in CrossFit. My overall physical exertion, I guess, experiences come from the military. I joined the Army back in the 90s, late 90s, and I retired in 2018. And so I know a little bit about strength training, circuit training, going into the start of a strength cycle. It may not be in those terms when it comes to like the military, but it's still the same concepts. Now, the problem you might be running into if you're doing just exclusively weightlifting is that at some point in time, you might have to just basically loosen everything up, because you may start to feel really tight in the hips, in the knees, and the ankles, and the lower back, and the shoulder. Like, your entire body just needs essentially a block of time where you're just dumping blood into it, and you're just cycling high amounts of blood in and out. You're basically flushing out your system, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what we're gonna do today, man. Today, about once a week, I do this sort of like flushing type of workout where I just do, you don't have to do CrossFit, but it just so happens that I've been coaching CrossFit now for about 11, going on 12 years now. And so it's just real easy for me to do it. You don't have to do CrossFit. CrossFit is nothing more than just circuit training. Like I said, it's the same thing that the military does, the same thing that you probably do already. HIIT training, even before CrossFit came out. If you were into football, if you were into soccer, if you were into tennis, any sort of organized sport, basketball, that is essentially CrossFit with some weightlifting. And I could probably make the argument that you did football, rugby, or some type of sport like that, you probably already did the lifts at some point in time, whether it's power lifts or power snatch, especially deadlifts and squats. Essentially, it's really good just to get into the gym and just move. Just flat out move. Not necessarily worry about your time, not necessarily worry about how much weight you're lifting. Just focus on your form and doing checks and balances with your body, and just getting blood moving through your body for an X amount of time, whether that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, even 45 minutes. Today specifically, I did a warm-up which lasted like, I believe, 10 minutes, and then I went into like a little bit of a skills workout where we did some handstand stuff and then some overhead walks. And then we went into like a workout. They call it the workout of the day, right? Or it's the circuit training that you're meant to do for the day. Now, the circuit training that we're meant to do today, we're supposed to be some double unders, which I can do. Okay, I can do double unders, but I opted not to, just because this is, like I said, I'm just in the gym today to move. I'm gonna take my intensity and just bump it down one. Okay, so a good way to do that is to go for, double unders. You can just do single unders. It's okay. Your body will love you for it, because you've been training extra hard in the gym, hitting new power clean PRs, hitting new clean and jerk PRs, hitting new snatch PRs, doing all these personal bests, okay? And so right now your body needs time to just, hey, let's just sit back, relax. Let's do these single unders. Let's do these V-ups. Let's do some burpees. Let's do some jumping jacks. Let's do some shoulder taps on the wall. Just go a little upside down, do some shoulder taps. Okay, just some really low intensity, low dynamic stuff to just, like I said, man, just move. Just move. The goal is just to move. Overall, I felt, I would probably say, a good 20% better since I started institutionalizing just doing one of these a week. Like just doing one CrossFit HIIT training style workout every week, even if it's just like a really, not necessarily like a bodybuilding workout, but like just a workout where I'm doing like more than 20 reps, right? Something where I'm just continuously moving for 20 minutes. Since I started doing that, bro, my body feels a lot better. It feels more mobile. It feels more responsive. It feels more dynamic. when I do go back into my lifting routine, or my next lifting cycle, or my next squat cycle, strength cycle, I just feel a whole lot better, man. I always like have these feelings where you're like, you know, you go into a strength cycle and you kill the strength cycle, you get a personal best, hopefully, right? And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna take the next 2 weeks off and I'm just gonna like stretch, right? I'm gonna stretch. I'm going to like do some light squats, right? Because that's what we do. And we just basically, we don't take our body through any sorts of periods of time where we're flushing it, like we're just actively flushing it with fresh blood daily. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I would recommend probably doing this like after a strength cycle and just doing nothing but HIIT training or nothing but some sort of cardio or sport. Play tennis, play some basketball, like do that for 2 weeks straight. Don't worry about weightlifting. Don't worry about trying to do anything with the barbell. Give your mind 100% rest from doing the Olympic lifts. You need that. Your body will thank you for it. And I think you may probably see some better results in your next strength cycle just because you're moving more effectively. You're moving with a little bit more responsiveness and you're just not feeling so tight. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video, man. Like I said, really short video, 6 out of 6 right here, man. Like I said, I'm here for you. Drop some comments below. Let me know what y'all do during your off time when you're not lifting outside of strength cycles. And as always, shout out to all my service members, shout out to all my veterans out there, man. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.